I hope you are having the most awesome summer ever so far. No work, just fun, right? That's what summer's all about. Well, here I am. I told you guys I was gonna keep making videos. So this is my first video of the summer. And we'll talk about what we're gonna do in a minute. First, I wanted to introduce you to someone who I finally got to make time for my videos. Here she is. Woo! It is Lila.
Ow.
Hi. So this is my infamous daughter that I always talked about all school year long. She's the one who drew all over the classroom. Here she is to do...
Probably very anticlimactic, but hello.
She's here to do our project this week. So, here is what we are doing this week. I thought this was very appropriate for summer because it's really, really hot outside and we like to have refreshing treats sometimes. So, today we are going to make bag ices! Woo! Woo! So, you need a few items. This is an easy project, but it has to be done with an adult, of course, or an older responsible sibling that mom said or dad says is okay to watch you. Now, what you will need for this project is 2 Ziploc bags, a big one and a small one, okay? Doesn't matter what kind. We're a little bit fancy with the freezer bags, but as long as it's a big like gallon bag and can fit, the biggest thing is it has to fit the smaller bag inside of it, okay? So you have the big bag, the small bag. You also need salt, so you gotta ask mom and dad, auntie, uncle, whoever you're with. You need ice. I just took apart my refrigerator. I didn't feel like putting it in anything else. And you need some kind of juice, okay? So now we are doing lemonade for our Frosties, or not Frosties, for our ices. But you can do whatever flavor juice you want. And not that I condone soda. You could try it with soda, but I'm not sure with the carbonated water if it's gonna work. So the cool part about this project is not only is it a cooking project, it's also a bit of a science project. So that's kind of cool because I really like science.
It's something
So,
important.
once you have all these items together, you are going to start. So if you need to pause, and come on back so you can do this with us. Okay, hopefully you got what you needed. So, here we go. We are starting. The first thing you're gonna do is take the big Ziploc bag and you're going to put some ice in it. So we're gonna both put a good little amount of ice in our Ziploc bags. You wanna be able to maybe make it like half full, so you need a good amount of ice. So again, it's definitely something you want to clear with whoever's in charge. Uh-oh, I lost a piece of ice. The good thing is our dog loves ice. So the dog you guys all know and love, Cupcake, she loves ice. So she'll come eat it. Now, my bag is not exactly halfway full. It's like a third of the way full, okay?
Mine isn't.
Keep going.
Okay.
She has to keep going. Okay, so we have a little less than half, and we're gonna see, we might need more ice, but for now, I think we're okay. Does it need to be full?
No, when I made my ice cream, this did the trick.
Okay, so this is good. I'm gonna put one more handful, I feel nervous. Okay, that's gonna help. All right, now you need your little bag. So you need your juice, whatever type of juice it is. Now we're using lemonade. I actually mixed, Oh yeah. Sorry, something else first. Okay, so before the small bag, we're actually going to put salt on the ice. Now, a spoonful, 2 spoonfuls. It doesn't have to be a lot of salt, okay? I'm an adult. I'm able to kind of spill it in there, but you may need mom or dad to help you do 2 scoops, okay? You don't want to do too much. Now, for those of you who know your science, which Lila does, why are we putting salt on the ice?
Salt makes ice colder, and And actually, if you have ice cream salt, this will work even better because ice cream salt is especially designed to make ice even colder than normal salt does. So,
There's something I didn't know. Okay, so we both put about 2 tablespoons of salt in our ice because it does in fact intensify the cooling effect. It actually makes it colder, if you can believe it, than ice. Okay, now we're gonna move fast because we don't want this salt to, I guess it won't, but we're gonna move fast because we need to keep moving. So, now you're going to, and this is where you're gonna need a little help from someone else, you're gonna pour your juice into that smaller Ziploc bag, okay? So, Lila's gonna help me. She's gonna hold my bag open, right?
don't pour too much.
You don't want to pour
Or it
too
will
much
burst.
because it will burst. Also, too, it'll fall out of your hand if it's too heavy. You don't want to go too crazy. Okay,
That is good.
that's pretty good. All right. So, and again, liquid, I should say. Liquid doesn't use. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Liquid doesn't, stay still. So you have to hold that bag still. Otherwise, it'll roll open because the liquid's just going to expand. Okay, stop. Okay, so we've got 2 about halfway full bags of juice. Okay, she's got hers, I got mine. Okay, now,
Looks like pickle juice.
thank God it's not. We are going to put this in the big bag. Okay, so in you
It's gonna
go.
be a very salty bag.
Yes, it is going to be rather salty in there, but that has nothing to do with us. Okay, so now you have your small bag of juice and your big bag of ice with the salt, okay? And now you're going to shake that bad boy all around.
I'm actually
you're
gonna grab, you should do this with towels because as we've said, the salt makes the ice very cold. So you don't want to make your hands go numb and stuff because it's not a good feeling.
She's so smart. I'm going to start shaking it up. So, let's see if she's right about me needing a paper towel or something.
Only a little bit should do the trick. You don't want to like lose.
So, see how I'm just kind of like shaking it around?
You want to go from the bottom.
Okay. I'm okay, but I think that's a great idea too. It's a great option.
I get nervous that this stuff's gonna burst.
Burst open, right? I agree. I feel like that too. One thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of the extra air out of the big bag, so that.
Oh, it's broken.
Oh well, you might have to get another one.
No, I'm not giving this one.
You can snap it together like a Ziploc bag. Yeah,
One back.
yeah.
This happens, we can snap it together.
Yeah, we're just, off the cuff here, people. You're getting us live and in person. We are not doing anything
Should go
we
live
don't
on YouTube
normally
one
do.
day.
All right,
Oh, it's
so
not like
I'm
TikTok,
still
not like
going.
that. This takes a while.
It does take a while, so you got to be in it for the long haul. You got to give the ice a chance to freeze the juice, and you may find that you need more ice or that you need less juice. You might have to play with it some, okay? Sometimes you have to put more salt on the ice, make it colder.
It's very cold juice for this still.
Yeah, it's not freezing as of yet. I'm taking the extra air out. So I'm taking the extra air out of my juice bag now.
So this is where the real shaking comes in. To cure it.
I'm gonna put a couple more pieces of ice, and then I want some more salt. Can you give me some more salt too, please?
Of course we have stuff that we need to put on.
All right, yeah, I know. So, more salt, more ice. So,
You don't want to stick around.
yes, there might be different ways to make ices, but they're not cooking / science projects. So, you know, this is fun to watch the science happen right before your eyes,
If you do
baby.
want to speed up the process, you can put it in the fridge with the ice or a freezer for about a minute, because if you put it for longer than a minute, it has the possibility of easily freezing depending on the ratio of ice to salt to liquid in your icy formulas. But after that, you should be good to go if you just keep shaking it. You really want to speed up the process.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep shaking this thing up. Okay, so we kept tumbling around our slushies in the ice for about 5 minutes. And then a neighbor came and knocked on the door. So we didn't exactly get to come back 5 minutes later, but it only took 5 minutes for the slushie to start forming in the small Ziploc bag. We actually timed it, but then our neighbor knocked on the door and we had to go talk to our neighbor for 30 minutes. So anyway, this should only take you about 10 minutes in total to get like a slushy feeling. Now, there's still some liquid in there, but what you do is either you pour it in a cup or you can just make sure you hold on to it and you give it a try. So now it's nice and frozen, okay, or frozen-ish. If you want it more frozen, keep tumbling it, keep tossing it, okay? Then, when you're ready, and when you have a little slushy consistency, you're gonna open it, you're gonna get a spoon, she's gonna get a spoon. She's doing the opposite, she's pouring hers into a cup. I'm gonna eat mine out of the bag, but I can hold this bag so that it doesn't fly around. If you're not gonna hold on to the bag and not make it not roll, then you need to pour it in a bowl or a cup. And, wait. Then, you get a spoon. No cheers? Cheers. And eat your awesome frosty slushy. Why do I keep calling it a frosty? Eat your awesome slushy. Lemonade ices. Summertime is awesome. I hope you guys are having a very fabulous, fabulous time, whatever you're doing, even if it's nothing. Sometimes nothing is fabulous. So, if you want a little frozen treat during these hot summer days, get some ice, salt, a couple Ziploc bags, and make a slushie with us, whatever flavor you want. If you do end up making the slushie, I would love you to comment and tell me what flavor. That would be fun. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you next time on my next video.
Oh.
I guess I'm supposed to say like and subscribe and all that, but whatever. Just make a slushie. And don't get a brain freeze. And if you do, breathe through your nose. It's a little trick. Bye.